Good evening, everybody, and welcome to week 5 of the Z1R Winter Tournament. This is for bragging rights, and with me, Boof and Boom, and Imagine Sleep for Tracking, is my favorite so-and-so, Ferran Burgundy. How are you tonight, sir?
Oh, doing fantastic. This should be an epic matchup between two undefeated competitors here.
Yep. And we got to get it out of the way as soon as we get a start screen, wherever it is, because I know what you're going to say as soon as they go into a cave.
You know, I haven't said that at all once in the times that I've been doing this tournament this year. I've been a little off my game, so I need you here to help get me back on track.
I will yell at you at every possible instance. Although I might have to yell at myself. I rolled this.
Well, they'll save that for later, but yes, well, Bogie going for the candle, and meanwhile in Potato Pony's case, yeah, it has been a while.
What?
Oh, I've missed you. But
I've
interestingly,
clearly missed doing that voice, 'cause it's been a little bit.
and we get Batman. This is awesome.
Yes, the Batman theme for the recorder, as we have a take any there, and Bogie leaving it behind. I guess figuring if a retry comes to possibly grab the sword.
Well, I mean, the know where candle is. The problem is that's under a bush, so unless you can hack the bush down with your sword, you got problems.
Well, yeah, there is that. We do have level 8 here on Bogie's side.
Ooh, and already a bomb upgrade for a nice price. At least nice in my opinion.
Oh,
But who
below
knows?
the requisite 100, so yeah, that would be pretty good.
Alright. And maybe just go up real quick? Nope, that's right, up is out of the dungeon. Never mind. Yes, go up out of the dungeon and continue on to bigger and better things. Uh-oh. Slight technical difficulty on Bogie's side. No problem. I had a dang power outage today.
Oh no.
Right in the middle of my poor comms match with CD, she had to finish without me. I feel terrible. I owe her cookies.
So we have a mixed quest overworld here. We have very, very expensive bombs.
Oh. And not too bad as far as a candle price. So Potato Pony just needs a little bit more. It was 5, and I think, oh heck, what was the mid-secret? Something.
All the madness, and this is wow. Well, we have our bow just in the Armos item here.
And bombs for Bogie, a nice little drop. And so far seeing everything, so no, because you can't. So Bogie needs to get lucky and find a take any in an open cave for this to really pay off.
Oh, we have a level 1 find under one of the Armoses here.
And Potato Pony does have the offense to be able to go through it. Now let's see what kind of shenanigans we'll have in here today. Oh yeah, those are shenanigans.
Ropes. That qualifies.
Hello! Alright.
Bogie
Nice.
finding level 2 a couple of screens west of Vanilla Start.
Alright. So now what? Alright. What are you doing? But it looks like Bogie's doing a try. Okay. I don't necessarily hate what Bogie did. It may seem like a time sink, but got a lot of valuable information.
Good amount of intel as we have the dungeon item here, or stair item, which looks to be a heart for level 1, and that's all Potato Pony feels like doing there.
In that dungeon, yes, I agree. Now, Bogie's being really smart, saving some bombs, because they know exactly where the take any is for the candle. So just gotta do a little bit of running, a little bit of screaming, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of sword up your behind. That's not gonna help.
It certainly is not.
Let's see.
There we
29.
go,
That's
29 for a mid-secret. So Potato Pony does have enough for a candle purchase.
and did already see a shop, so we're good there. Now Bogie is heading back over here to the Take Any to pick up the candle as predicted. And then Chat is making the prediction that Bogie is going to go to level 2 first for a dig.
So there we go. Pretty much even at this point. Both have a wood sword, both have a candle.
Mhm.
The only difference, Potato Pony did find the Armos item, which is bow, and that's really all the first 5 minutes of... What?
The vertical screen scroll?
I did not know a vertical screen scroll existed until about 10 seconds ago.
Yes, the most popular iteration of it is usually when you are up in the upper right corner and you want to go to that ladder by the vanilla letter cave. And you'll do that just to sort of walk across the top of the screen.
Well, I've seen that. That's like the HUD clip, right?
Mhm.
But I've never seen like a north-south...
Truth be told, I
control like
haven't seen it too much either, but I mean this is swag, and with runners at 4-0, you expect these kinds of things. Yep. Alright. Spork, so far you are a savant today, telling us exactly where Bogie is going to go. And we're going to get a look at our coast item.
Oh, it's the red candle.
Nope. It's gone, Spork. It's not going to be in 2.
Unless the ladder's in 2, which leads to the red candle.
You are right, sir.
And that would be one of those situations of being technically correct. The best kind of correct.
But we won't know for a while because it does look like Bogie is key blocked here out of this level 2. No worries, plenty more exploration to be had. See? 3 right here.
A lot of early levels being found. And, oh, that's a ladder block. In that direction, at least.
Alright.
And that direction as well, with a key block.
Oh my
Wow, the game has jokes for our competitors here.
So, chat pointing out a shapes front with possibly a second quest back. Personally, I just like shapes all over the place.
Yeah, it gives you a chance to play Name That Ink Blot.
Mm-hmm.
It provides some unpredictability, and for somebody like me who loathes second quest, I don't have to worry about, oh, that's a secret walkthrough wall there, or oh, these are Stalfos that have sword beams that they throw at you, and oh, those are flashing ropes. Yeah, no, I'm okay with all of that. And by okay with it, I mean I want nothing to do with it whatsoever. So Bogie now checking out Vanilla First Quest 3 as Potato Pony now with 6 hearts can definitely pick up the white sword item guaranteed. We have some any roads here and really game 2 screens over. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's up in Death Mountain. Okay.
That's, I'd say, a solid C.
Yeah, if not for the fact that you have the 2 within a couple of screens of one another, those other locations are very spread out.
Correct.
Ideal for travel. And yeah, I didn't even want to mention the red bubbles, but yeah, that's another reason why I'm anti-second quest. Personally, yeah, those who run it, hey, more power to you. It's just not my cup of potion.
Bogie finding all of the blue ring shops, apparently. Potato Pony is going to happen upon a Take Any.
Just that quickly, up to 7 hearts.
All right, 64 to 46. 18?
Yep, that is a minus 18 door repair.
Cool. And that is a... Oh, wait, we've already seen this. No, wait, we haven't. Yes, we have.
We did briefly
Yes.
see 8 on, I believe, Bogie's side.
That's right. It was very, very brief, and then just immediately ducked out. Because I believe there was just a whole bunch of shenanigans in here.
We had the bomb upgrade, and I guess Potato Pony is already presuming that this is a second quest back half because there was an attempt to walk through the wall there.
Oh, yes, this is what kicked him out, because all he had at this point was the blue candle. There was no repeatable offense to continue forward. Alright. And Bogey's going to give us some checks of the graveyard. Still at this point looking for the Armos item, which we know is going to be very happily seen, and that is money.
That is some big bucks indeed. 118 rupees for the large secret.
Alright, chat, so I have a question. As I always say, the seed giveth and the seed taketh. So far the seed has giveth quite nicely. What do you want the seed to taketh? Do we want a bait block Zelda? The silvers under the Goma requiring a wooden arrow purchase? How about you, Ferran? What would you like today?
Oh, see, I feel like just the second questy stuff is Schadenfreude enough. the red bubbles and I don't want to wish any dastardliness. I mean, I understand it's for the entertainment of the viewership and whatnot, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little too.
Okay,
maybe I'm just not that sadistic. I don't know.
You'll be good cop, I'll be bad cop. This is fine.
Exactly.
Yes, that's true. Ferran is too nice. You are very nice. I, on the other hand, yell at everybody that I can.
Well, I am what is known in professional wrestling as a babyface commentator. I'm more for the good guys as opposed to rooting for those cheating bad guys as a heel commentator.
Yeah, I thought the heel only referred to in wrestling as like somebody who used to be good or is now the bad guy, or is like just always, is it always the bad guy?
Yeah, heel's just always the person who should be booed by the crowd.
Okay. Alright, and Bogie is paying a fork over 44 Roopers to the Muggy, and continue on in this level 7, hoping to find, well, yeah, he knows it's back vanilla, so he's not going to touch that map, which, you know, if you don't need it, that's okay, but I get myself completely turned around, so even if I had the map sitting in front of me, I still would like to pick something up like that. Oh, yes.
That's a nice pickup indeed. The ladder in 7 for Bogie. And Roopers, weren't they the landlords in Three's Company? I know, that was Ropers, but still.
Well, I thought we were then going to go into like a Hangin' with Mr. Cooper reference. But then I think we might be aging ourselves too much.
As if a Three's Company reference wasn't aging myself enough as it is. And the Ropers getting their own short-lived spin-off, which has been arguably noted as one of the worst spin-offs in television history. I believe we have, looks like a power bracelet there. Yes, in level 2.
And those are some whiz robes to the face for Bogie. But I think Bogie did pass by the Triforce. Was I just seeing things in this my old age?
I don't know. My eyes are darting back and forth between Pony's screen, Bogie's screen, chat.
Yep. I need a new pair of glasses, and then a rope to hang them on so I don't lose them constantly.
And yeah, poor Norman Fell, Audra Lindley, and a young Jeffrey Tambor who, even though he looked old then, he was only 35. But still very follically challenged at the time, in 1979.
So Bogey's having a good time here in this 7, going to try to handle some Lamolas, going through a block clip. I don't know if you can... Can you? No, you can't reach them. Alright, are you going to continue, or are you going for the Triforce now? Alright, with one bomb, and the Dongo being a troll. Yep. Fire, that'll work.
A little fire at it, a little recorder whistle at it. Yeah, Batman can't help take out the Dodongo, unfortunately.
Which, I mean, for a man that carries shark repellent, you would think he's got something in there for a Dodongo.
Well, I also don't know how far it is from the Batcave to Hyrule, so that may be a bit of a travel problem.
And yes, thank you, chat, for confirming that Bogie did leave the triangle on the floor. And Potato Pony is going to head over to Death Armos, which I believe took a death the last time he tried.
Living up to its name.
Alright, there we go. So, as we know, Potato Pony should dig this level, but as the hashtag goes, never 7, so the question is, do you poke, or do you just kind of go? We know you should poke.
Well, I think it's one of those meta plays that because so few people dig 7, it almost seems advantageous to be able to do so.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But then it's going to be hashtag always 7, because then everybody's going to do it. Then where are you going, Bogie? Oh, okay, World Rep. For the coast item. Which actually is not terrible, because it's going to put you near the Armo statues, which Bogie has not seen the bow yet. So I like this.
Alright, Bogie losing 18 on the door repair.
I don't remember, no, well, at least the ladder I thought was on the way to the Triforce, at least the route that Bogie took, but hopefully, oh, what are you doing, Pony? No, 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 okay, good. Oh, hi, Snarf. Commentary supervisor is back.
Ah, excellent.
Alright.
That means I best behave myself.
The worst he's gonna do is melt into a puddle at you. That's his self-defense mechanism.
Oh, that's one way to get bombs. Meanwhile, another heart for Bogie. Courtesy of the Take Any.
Ooh. And Bogie is now going to go into this absolutely horrible level 1. Hopefully will not take a whiz robe to the face. Oh, well. I gotta learn how to shut my mouth.
I mean, it was an inevitability as, well, Potato takes out the land molas and realizes, okay, time to go in a different direction.
Pay it. Pay it! That's right, you pay it. Alright, so Bogie picking up a heart and ducking back out, which, given the enemy set, and you don't really know where to bomb, and you've only got 4, I'm okay with this. And I think this was the ladder room.
Yes. Because it was just after the map that wasn't picked up by Bogie.
And let's see. Bogie is not behind. Actually, nobody's behind. Right now, these two are pretty evenly matched, I'd say, in terms of offense. I mean, Bogie's going to be picking up his bow really quick. The seed gave us quite a lot of money to do an arrow purchase, so if anybody's hoping that the silvers are under a goma, you've got plenty of opportunities. All right. Pony with the nice shiny triangle, Bogie with the bow, and the exploration continues. So we still have quite a lot of levels to find.
Yeah, the only difference between the two, Pony had gone into level 2 and picked up the power bracelet, and now just having picked up the ladder, Pony, once getting over to the coast, can get the coast item of the red candle, should that be the so chosen option.
And is heading straight for an arrow purchase. I like this. Because we haven't seen Pole's voices yet, I don't think, in any dungeons, and you do not want to sword them down with a wood sword. I don't care, even if they rolled low.
Funnily enough, as both competitors were pretty much buying arrows at the same time.
And Bogie loses a little bit of money finding that big secret. I didn't math it, and also was not here. And Potato Pony back into 3, which, as we know, this was a ladder block, so this is going to be nice to... Let's see, I forget. Oh, they were chunky! Chunky Tektites in dungeons. Those are just so terrible, because they can go up in the HUD, and then you just have to sit there screaming at them until they decide to come back down.
Missed out on 33 rupees. I just did the math and looked back at it.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, started at 170, got 118. That's 288 from 255. That's 33 left over.
Ooh, and we have our hint shop. So if we decide to get some literacy around here, we will be able to find out what we did or already did not know. And Bogie's buying a heart, which I think is nice, especially since you don't know what's going to be guarding the waterfall. You don't want to take a hit that just sends you back to start. Alright, Dark Nuts up here. Nope. Nice and cozy.
All that for a potion shop. An apothecary.
Well, better than a door repair. And unfortunately, Bogie does not have any bombs. Does find our white sword item, which is just a little bit of love at the waterfall. But unfortunately, you don't have bombs. I think Bogie did come across some bomb shops, so the question is now, do you dig? Or do you just buy some bombs and continue with exploration? I mean, you run screaming here. That's just default.
Digging 3 seems to be the play here for Pony. And going for a key is Bogie.
Okay. Now, these are top tier runners. You know, blue ring is nice, but definitely not necessary. At this point, I think bubbles are going to be the biggest problem. Although those whiz robes in 1, now that I'm thinking about it. But it looks like Bogie is going to be possibly joining. Come on. Stop trying to prove me wrong and get in that level.
guess both are figuring, well, the game gave me the ladder in 7 and is now telling me with that ladder block to go to 3.
Which, it's a tiny level. I don't know in terms of, what levels particularly give better keys than others, but it's tiny, and tiny is cozy. But I don't see, especially, well, yeah, I see them trying to at least dig some items out of here. I want to see, let's see, the magic boomerang in here, and a heart container.
Just to add to the runner frustration, we'll call it.
Well, I mean, you got an early ladder. What more do you want? I mean, do you want to, trip over the silvers on your way into 3? No. We don't want to see that. We want to see a little action.
I feel like the silvers, probably just based on the toughness of it, are probably going to be hidden somewhere beyond those whiz robes in 1.
Alright, and we get our look at level 3 with the map purchase, and just because there's that little nubbin on the right, I say this is a camel lying down.
Ooh, that's a good one. Nice. I was too busy counting the rooms to even look at naming the ink blot. Oh, that's another good one in chat. Hungry, hungry hippos, like a side profile.
Yes, I like the hungry, hungry hippo. And so it looks like both runners are in the same room trying to figure out this 3. We still have not seen anything yet. Staircase. Very nice, very nice. Is this going to be a double drop room? Nope. Nothing on the floor, but... Betty.
Combat upgrade. Betty White sword.
Yeah, at this point, you're gonna... even if you find the Triforce, you're going to dig that second item out, unless you get stuck in this room, which is terrible. Oh, that's right, they started with the recorder. Never mind, it's not so terrible. I mean, it is if you're spiky, but... comes and goes.
And now Bogie going to pick up the combat upgrade as well.
Alright, yep. Pony didn't see the floor item yet, so is definitely going to poke around.
Of course, right after seeing the Triforce, there's the compass. The game knows.
Well, I said can't make it too easy. Alright, so almost simultaneous Triforce pickups. There we go. Who turns around and goes back in? That's one for Pony and one for Bogie. Okay. So both runners determined to get this floor item. There's not too much left to do, though. No.
Oh, well, there you go.
Perfect. And after a quick thought, Bogie decides to save the hearts, which is a good idea, especially if maybe you want to pop back over to level 1. But let's see. 2, yep. 2 is over here, so Bogie is heading in that direction along with Potato Pony. So the advantage that Potato Pony had of finding the power bracelet has just been rendered a moot point. as Bogie will definitely find it.
Looks like the red Wizrobes rolled down.
Good.
They were able to be taken out with a single swing of the white sword.
There's something in that Gibdo. Is that a blue boomerang on Bogie's side?
Yes, it is.
Ah,
The bloomerang.
that is ridiculous to see. That is very trolly game. You and me are gonna have some words. And there's the power bracelet. All right. So both items found. We just need a Tringle. And it looks like instead of killing these blue Wizrobes, Bogie is going to up A, which, I mean, I don't disagree with. Knowing my luck, like, it'd be the last thing I have to do, and then I get bopped by the enemy, and then everybody has to hear about it. And level 2. It's symmetrically beautiful, but what is it? Oh, it's a little ninja throwing star. There we go. That, on the other hand, get your bombs out, run screaming, pray that you don't get hit.
Nope.
Yeah, that's tough. And I expect Bogie's gonna do the exact same thing. Pour himself a nice tall glass of nope, and try again. Thinking. Alright, yeah.
And the proper decision was made.
Alright, so Potato Pony is opting to go with what he knows back into level 8. And Bogie is headed off to maybe Death Mountain with all of these bombs. No. I have no idea where Bogie's going. Bogie's taking us on a trip. And I am happy to be along for the ride.
Seems to be a scenic view, lots of water as well.
Oh, yes. But I am all sorts of curious. I love seeing other runners and their pathing options. You know, sometimes some people do it by instinct. Some people have, you know, I'm going to do this and this and this. Ah, Bogie's heading into level 1. Okay. I don't doubt that Bogie could clear these rooms, but it's going to be difficult because there is a lot of running and screaming to be had if there's going to be blue Wizrobes around here.
Oh, another mugger.
Gracious sakes. Well, I mean, there was some big secret. Although, no, wait, there's only 2 big secrets. 2 or 3 big secrets to be had.
I thought it was just 1 if Second Quest was involved. But otherwise 3 if it was First Quest.
I thought I saw Bogie pick up 2 already. So there's still potential money to be had. Yeah. And level 1 looks like...
large. Okay. I
Yes.
must be misremembering with the various flag sets.
I rely on chat. Because there are days, especially at 10 o'clock at night, I don't know my behind from a hole in the ground. And thankfully we have an awesome community that's going to keep me on point. Now you see... Alien Pistol. Yep. Alien Pistol I like. I also like any sort of bird you'd like. Any sort of bird face. But baby. And that is a very nice pickup for Bogie on the floor. So you just have to be careful. Easy does it. Gentle, gentle. They're super squish.
And there's heart.
All right. That was a very nice level 1. The only problem is the Triforce in that disgusting blue Wizrobe room? Well, we'll find out in a second. No. But it could still be disgusting. We don't know. We haven't seen it yet.
Level 1 to me looks like the top half of First Quest 4.
Okay. Yep, you pick up that heart, Bogie. You don't know what kind of shenanigans are coming over here.
Including just fire sitting on the ground.
It's so terrible. Actually, I think one of the biggest travesties is when you have the clock, the invincibility clock, you can still set yourself on fire. That, to me, is the biggest travesty. However, a free Triforce on the floor with all of that shenanigans is not. Ah, people saying a fire boost. Okay.
See, they have these intricacies here that don't make any sense to me as a novice at best player. I mean, this is just high-level play. What do you expect?
Yeah, this is true. I mean, because both of these runners already are going to be in the top bracket, so this is just to say, hey, I'm 5-0. Haha. So, Bogie finds level 9 here on the coast, as Potato Phony finds level 5. And let's see. So, Bogie might do this power bracelet check and then go back to burn down the forest. Right now, these two are very evenly matched.
Oh, those Vire keys rolled up. Blech.
Well, you can't have everything.
Yeah, everything can't roll down. I know.
I mean, the orange Wizrobes rolled down. Tektites are now, let's see, what did they roll? Is Betty taking them down? Yes, Tektites rolled down low enough, or rolled up not so terribly that Betty can't take them down. So, a little bit of shenanigans. This is fine. And Bogie should be stumbling on level 5 very shortly, as we have a push block in level 5, revealing stairs.
Revealing another end of the dungeon, a secret passage. Maybe to the conservatory. Oh no, that's a different game.
Well, there's not much we can find on the floor in terms of a clue piece. Let me think. There was the wrench, the rope, the candlestick. And we've already found the red candle on the coast, so... Unless you say that the wand is a revolver.
Well, I'm pretty sure that there is a Legend of Zelda edition of Clue.
Oh, there has to be. What is it? There's a something version of Clue, and I think Monopoly would probably be the other game.
Those are the two biggies, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Triforce for Potato Pony. Already got the staircase item. Does not opt to go looking around on the floor, which I don't blame you. As both runners are slowly approaching Mag's territory, I think, let me see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So, depending on how nice the seed is, we might be able to see a Mag's pick up at 10 hertz. Yes, I do agree, Horplop. A Carmen Sandiego of Legend of Zelda, that would be really cool. I'd stink at it, but I'd enjoy playing it. Alright. As Bogie does find the second item, and is just more love.
Not that either runner has any interest in mags now that they've found the white sword, but 11 hearts, you got a 2 in 5 chance.
Yeah. You're gonna try. If you find it and you have at least the minimum, you're gonna try.
Yeah, you're not just gonna avoid the 2 seconds and walk out.
Alright, so we have 2 of our overworld blocking items found. And we are still missing level 4 and 6. Correct?
That, yes, is correct.
Okay. Alright, so I'm curious to see where Bogie's gonna go after doing these whistle checks. I want to see some Death Mountain checks. I want to see, let's see, the Power Bracelet spot that is second quest Vanilla Magic Sword. I want to see that have something. Even if it's just the Magic Sword in there.
Would certainly be interesting. We have the red candle picked up by Pony, and a nice positive gamble.
Very nice. Well, I mean, you're going to be using your arrows, because why not? Alright, and back into level 1 for Potato Pony. We'll give some nice treats. I mean, 2 hearts, getting you closer to mags, which, yes, nice but not necessary. And the any key should Potato find it, and I'm sure they will. It was sitting on the floor, for goodness sakes. Just chilling. And Potato Pony does not care about mags, but that's okay. Could be 10 hearts, you never know.
So in doing a little bit of digging, I did see what the varying weapons would be for a Zelda clue.
Oh, do tell.
So your 6 weapons are the Master Sword, the Fairy Bow, the Megaton Hammer, the Boomerang, the Hook Shot, and the Bomb Chew.
I like that.
Your 6 characters, in lieu of Colonel Mustard and Professor Plum and Mrs. White and all of that, you have Zelda, Link, Impa, Rauru, Darunia, and Nabooru.
Okay.
And then your 9, I guess, rooms or locations would be Death Mountain, Kakariko Village, Lake Hylia, the Lost Woods, Zora's Domain, Gerudo Valley, Kokiri Forest, Gerudo's Fortress, and the Sacred Forest Meadow.
Poof. Alright, so let's see here. Bogie's gonna give us a look at the Forgotten Spot. Does have some, let's see, did you roll up or down? Oh, come on, give him a poke and let me see. Poke him. Yeah. Oh, they were beefy. Oh, well. Hopefully Bogie will find a bomb dropper that's a little bit kinder up here on Death Mountain, or a bomb shop. Unfortunately, wait, those were 39, that's right. Bogie could not afford a bomb pack, even if he wants to.
Yeah, they're just a little pricey.
Just a tad. Because Bogie did just buy meat. And so, unfortunately, who knows, it could pay off. Because if you come across a hungry, at this point, yeah, it would be Gurias for him. If you come across one that is hungry, you at least have the meat to just say, here. You don't have to find a workaround, provided there is one.
Oh, here's level 4 up in Death Mountain. And immediately we have a shoot room.
Well, of course. That's also going to eat your cash, but could drop a bomb pack, which would still be cheaper than the bomb prices in the shops.
Yeah, that was... oddly enough, that was a bit of a cost-saving venture.
Alright, so Potato Pony, I believe, let me think. Because I'm trying to remember. Potato Pony went in with how many hearts and paid one to the mugger, and then I don't know if he found the other one on the floor. I was not looking to see if he got both hearts out of there.
Well, definitely got the one in the upper right, or in the northeast corner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, careful, Pony. Okay.
Yeah, this combo of Dark Nuts and Lionels in the overworld is a little rude.
And so is this, having to force you to... Oh, nice ladder clipping by Bogie. Forcing you to go and hit the blue bubbles. And Bogie wants no part of that combat. I wouldn't either. But, see, this is why everybody loves Betty. Look how easy that room was for Bogie.
Yeah, Gibdos, Wizrobes, and Red Bubbles are not exactly a picnic either. You are right about that.
And a little heart pickup, so that way we don't have to hear the annoying beeping. I wish the Wizrobes would just kind of like get stuck in the door. I wish that was a thing.
Well, there's our big bucks, and speaking of the northeast corner.
Alright, let me think. This looks like... I'm gonna say rubber ducky with a long tail.
I'm thinking it's one of those seated log flume rides.
Ooh, yes, nice. And so far, Dodongo's being... this last one's being very trolly to Bogie. Yep, guy giving thumbs up. I like all these.
Oh, we have the raft in 4.
Okay. I mean, we have one level left to find. And for all we know, it could be Vanilla 4, could be Over on the Coast. Alright. Oh, darn it. The spot I wanted only was a gambling shop. And a little bit more love on the floor for Bogie. So all we need is a Triforce out of here, and we are finished.
I mean, at this point, though, with all the hearts that Bogey's picked up, and he's not quite chest jerk level, but closing in on Nicolette Larson. It's gonna take a lot of love.
Oh! That was terrible. And that's level 6. Raft not required. Alright.
It's the last of our levels.
Yep. Oh, gotta be careful.
Ooh, wooden boomerang in a Goma room, no thanks.
Alright. But that's not terrible, because now Bogie knows to try to chuck himself down every staircase he can find, because we are still missing the silvers, which... So far, our runners have been doing a really good job of showing us what's in these levels. There's been a lot of clearings. I mean, we're all done with 1. Let's see, what else are we done with? We're all done with 5. Bogie pulled everything out of 4. I don't think we saw the second item in 7.
Yeah, although, do you want to be in those spiral levels any more than you have to be?
I appreciate the linearity of the spiral levels, even though I know staircases can sometimes make it impossible. But there's something very calming about having a very nice, like, it's just a spiral. One little blob here, and then a nice little tail here. There's not like a shape where it's like, the man bending over the table, chopping down a tree, and then you gotta figure out, which wall bombs and which one doesn't. Although I guess you have to do that in vanilla too, don't you?
And then you have to see which staircase leads to the tip of the axe, and it's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, either way, you're gonna have problems.
Exactly. It's a pain in the axe no matter what.
Ha! Well done. I mean, at least this has been very cozy. I mean, so far, Bogie's just strolling through 6, having a good time, killing a little bit here, killing a little bit there. Oh. Oh, Pony. Oh, that hurt me.
I don't know if I want to do the math on that one.
It was a lot. Just a small buttload of rupees that Potato Pony passed up by taking that large secret. Alright. So, Pony is going...
74. Pony was at 211, got 118. Yeah, 44 maxed it out, so 44 from 118 is 74.
And Potato Pony is going to put those rupees to good use, though, and do a blue ring purchase, which I enjoy. And Bogie is going back into 6, so knowing that there is a staircase item to be found, has already seen a lot of the dungeon, and silvers are still outstanding. So, at this point, not willing to risk leaving them behind here in a 6. Nope.
Oh, and it's the recorder.
If we didn't start with it, I'd be excited. Oh well. But now with the blue ring, Potato Pony is going to go back into 2 and lay the smacketh downeth to the blueth risrobesith.
Alright, now that I'm giving this a fresh look, I don't know, 2 could maybe be one of those like finger strengthening exerciser things.
Yes! It's like that's the this thing with the springs on it and you squeeze it.
Exactly.
Yes. Yep. Apparently our runners have never learned either how to read, old man, because the book is still outstanding. Unfortunately, Pony is not going to be able to afford any of the nice juicy bomb rolls, but will definitely benefit from being able to semi-face tank these Wizrobes. But this is just a hard room to fight them in, just because, ugh.
Oh no!
I'm just going to shut my mouth. Oh. We'll just leave that right there. Because that stings. You now have no bombs. No money to buy bombs. And unfortunately, we need a bomb to get into our level 6. Oh. And not even the bomb droppers are being kind.
Just that quickly, Pony may as well be on Gilligan's Island. No bombs, no health, no rupee count, not a single luxury. Like Robinson Crusoe, it's primitive as can be.
But now, were you a Ginger or Marianne fan?
Marianne, although, well, I mean, personally, Gilligan did more for me, but that's another story.
The professor all the way. Yeah, that's true. And if that wasn't insult enough, the door repair taking Potato Pony's last rupee as Bogie continues their way through this level 8. Let me see, that's 5, 10, almost guaranteed mags. Bogie's still chucking himself down staircases as Potato Pony unfortunately is heading in the wrong direction to get some levels. So we need some bomb drops on Potato Pony's side. In fact, I insist.
That's just mean. Can't even afford them.
Well, I mean, in fairness, the seed did throw lots of money at our runners. And Potato Pony, I believe, made a wise choice of spending it on a blue ring. Now, Bogie, on the other hand, can pick up mags if he decides to find them, which, at this point, probably not. Bogie knows where level 2 is, knows where level 9 is. You're not going to go searching for mags, especially when you've got Betty in your arsenal.
Oh yeah, certainly not.
I'd say maybe if the white sword item hadn't been found, but yeah, there's nothing left on the overworld that should be very interesting.
Which means knowing how the game has a sense of humor. Ooh, nice count. Oh good, at least it wasn't another door repair. I was going to say, somewhere in Death Mountain is probably going to be mags, just knowing how the game has a sense of humor.
That's true.
Because Bogie, who has the hearts, is nowhere near it, and Potato Pony, who doesn't have the hearts, is up in this area.
Yeah, and gave up the 1 heart that could have given the 10 minimum.
Oh my gosh! I know how this game works.
You horrible little person for speaking that into existence. I thought you were supposed to be good cop.
I am, but I also call it like I see it. That's what I do as a broadcast journalist.
Uh-huh. Yep, I see here. I see how it is.
Yeah, it wasn't any wishful thing. It's just, okay, I've seen how this game tends to be trolly, and it did trolly things. Surprise, surprise. Potion pickup here for Pony.
Yep. At this point, you're not going to go pick up that heart and just hope that Mags is 10.
No. Plus, I don't think either of our runners have found the letter, so a potion could come very much in handy given the combat challenges that we've seen here.
And here is level 6 for Pony. So I believe now Pony has full knowledge. I believe Pony has seen level 4. I think. We're going to say good old-fashioned maybe if Pony has seen 4. And chat confirming that we have seen the letter. I don't remember, was it over in the upper right corner? Or am I having seed bleed? Might have been in the upper right corner near the green tree. Ladder spot on the river, thank you very much for the confirmation. Alright, so Bogie has almost all the hearts, which is comparable to having some good defense, is going to go back into 2 here to pick up the last Triforce. And let's see if he fares any better than Potato Pony with this absolutely gross blue Wizrobe room. Yeah, getting bopped along the way does not help. Alright, I do not have the math, but what are your, let's do simple yes or no. Are the silvers in 9? However large or small the percentage might be. And there is nothing wrong with humming the theme to Gilligan's Island while making dinner. My personal favorite is the Bubble Bobble song. Jam and I sing that to each other a lot. Any questions, chat? I'm not sure. Maybe Bogie has something going on outside the game, but hopefully it will get resolved soon. Alright, so just, yep, easy does it. Doing some nice pause strats, I like this. Alright. And pause strats are very fascinating to me. Like, I have seen Crystal Saver walk into a room with 1 heart against full blue Dark Nuts with a wood sword, and I'm thinking to myself, ain't no way he's gonna clear this. And with pause strats, finished the room and just earned more respect ever. Alright, and we are switching the audio over. Oh, it's a little bit of a difference in sound. Turn that down a little bit. Whew. Yep, me too, chat, me too. Big Mouth Burgundy. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's why I was silent for the last few moments or so. I was making sure I grabbed that wonderful clip.
Alright, so, It looks like Bogie is going to make the gamble. Math be damned, because I don't even know the percentage either. Mr. Big Mouth Burgundy, what are we looking for in level 9?
Well, we are looking for a shutter door that does not open even after all of the enemies in the room are defeated. Ganon lost. And we are listening for a roar in that an adjacent room might have the loathable pig.
And of
Now,
course...
This is a fake roar here because, well, it's a Goma roar.
I mean, I know there is, with some of these, you can tell if Ganon is actually in an adjacent room. There's like a blip right before, but I didn't hear it, so I don't think so. I mean, you could always kill the room, go back out, and come in just to be safe, but it looks like Bogie is going to take the chuck myself down every staircase route, which, when you're looking for an item, at least from what I've heard, is the preferable way to do it. So that way you can start marking off staircases twice as quick. There we go. But along the way, a map and a compass would be nice, you know, just for funsies.
Oh, of course. And Jess in chat seems to be manifesting, well, Jess's desires are what my hunch was, is I'm thinking that somewhere in 8 is where the silvers are going to end up being. I could see a full dig of 9, finding something like, I don't know, the wand and the red ring, and then having to double back and go to something like 8 to get the silver arrows.
Well, she did not roll the seed, but I can confirm that she sneezed on it. So maybe that was just her contribution. Oh, that's just... yeah. Very, very nice little boost. And unfortunately, nothing to be had here. Yeah, it stinks when you have to up A and you have practically full hearts, but unfortunately... it's either that or lose your sword.
And if I somehow prognosticate that one, then I'm going to grab one of those Karnak the Magnificent turbans and try to figure out tomorrow night's Powerball numbers.
I was going to say, do me a solid and pick up a ticket. And then we take the winnings and we buy a house on the beach and just hold, like, all Zelda all the time. Have all the runners come over, I'll make cookies, we'll have CD come for baked goods, everybody can look at Snarf. Well, when Snarf decides to come out. Now, considering that Potato Pony has not found the silvers yet, I am betting if he doesn't stumble across them, he is also going to make the gamble of 9. Oh, I would be very surprised if Snarf approved of anybody. I mean, it took Jam how many years? And what's going on with that Dodongo? That was weird. I could have sworn Pony saw everything, so why is Pony picking up the raft? Maybe to swing it over his head and hit Ganon with it. Probably does more damage than Mags.
No, I think it's because Pony hasn't found the white sword item yet.
Dang it, you're right. So Pony's doing a little bit of the map checks as Bogie is still continuing to throw himself down every staircase possible. No items found yet, so at what point do you go from mild sweats to full clench? I'd say when you find your first item and it's not the silvers.
Yeah, now Potato Pony kind of doing the, all right, well, where do I go from here?
Oh, making the play to 8. Knows where 2 is, so I'm curious about this dig. Maybe... No, doesn't have the book, so wouldn't know that the silvers are anywhere. That is a roar that is unfortunate on Bogie's side. But at least it is knowledge. Yep. And with a shutter door, unfortunately we are not ready to say hi to Ganon just yet, so Bogie is going to have to up A as Potato Pony continues the slog through level 8. So, it basically comes down to who do you want to win? If you are Team Bogie, you want Bogie to stumble across the silvers here in level 9. If you're Team Pony, you want him to come across the silvers here in 8. I mean, or we go full-blown meta and it's in some place we haven't checked yet, because we haven't seen the second item out of 7, right? Or have we?
I thought it was just a heart.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong, though. I mean, we have seen a bunch of hearts this seed. Bogie has most of them.
And has found a lot of the item rooms. And let's see. And BBQ saying hi Zelda in chat, so I'm assuming he found the shutter door, so Bogie has pretty much all the information except how to kill the pig. Oh, if you're on if you're on Team Chaos, you just want the runners to, like, both simultaneously somehow, like, their systems explode and we have to redo the race. Which I wouldn't even wish that. And I'm a nasty old woman. Oh,
well,
okay.
there's the red ring in 8. Okay, you don't turn that down.
No. And it looks like the slightly brownish gray color, which I do not object to. Oh.
And the silvers are in 9.
So that was the right play to make, and Bogie has all of the information. And barring, well, I mean, 3 hearts, and then I don't think potions. So Bogie is going to have to get some hearts and or be ridiculously careful in this Ganon fight.
With green tunic, that means no room for a Hyrule driver.
Nope. And I think bubbles are 2 hearts of damage on green tunic. I think so. Somebody in chat, please help me, because I cannot remember.
Oh, the damage bubbles as opposed to the sword-stealing bubbles. The things fired from Demos. Fireballs, sure.
That's the word, yes. His projectile attack versus him just smashing his body into you. Oh dear. BBQ, don't make me yell at you. Alright, is this gonna be...
Here's Ganon.
In water. Again with this seafaring Ganon over here. And Bogie just has to be so careful.
And there's a high roll driver.
Oof. And Potato Pony is determined to dig the items out of 8. Yeah, very difficult room to face Ganon in, because, oof. No room for error, no room to really move around. You get stuck on the ladder, like on the half tile, and then try to turn around. You're just gonna sit on the ladder. Alright, round 2. Good luck, Silver Arrow, out of the doorway. Oh.
And another hug.
Alright, Bacon 2, Bogie 0. No worries, this is fine. This is just adding to the anticipation, folks. Bogie knows what he's doing. Yeah, Bogie's just going for the hat trick. This is fine. This is all fine. As Potato Pony potentially finds the other item.
It seems to be banking on the Goma blocked silver arrows.
All right.
Know that is not the case.
We need Ganon to just like stub his toe a la King DDD and just fall over.
And it's a heart container.
All right, stun lock, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. Yes! And see? It's these dang staircases. And the ladder and all of the I can't turn because I'm on the ladder, and then I just trip and fall into the moat. And BBQ did point out that the princess was seen.
And that wasn't it there, was it? Yes, it was!
Yes. Everybody get your GGs in chat for our winner, Bogie Smalls, with an official race time finish of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 32 seconds. Whew! And it does look like Potato Pony has thrown up the forfeit. Oh, this was good. This is the kind of race I love to see. Although the only thing that I regret is I didn't have to yell at these two that much. Because these two are just that good. I think I did more yelling at chat than I did these two.
Oh, and yelling at me for that that Meg's call.
Alright, so let's see if we can get them in here to have a little chat with us. It looks like Bogie will be in soon, but in the meantime, we have our second place finisher, Potato Pony. GG's.
9, really?
They were in 9, yes.
Oh man, that's the last time I tried to meta something.
Although, in fairness, it's one of the only times I should have yelled at you. But Bogie at that point was fighting Ganon, so I didn't know who to yell at first.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I hadn't been playing that well, and so when Bogie wasn't done yet, I was like, there's still 3 rooms in 8, 3 items in 8. 8 sucks, but there's not that many rooms I had left. Plus, there was the red ring, and I was going to need to go back and kill those Wizrobes in 2. So I figured I would try 8, and, you know, I probably didn't have any chance anyway at that point, but that was the end.
I honestly can't say when the exact point that Bogie started pulling away, because for the most part,
You guys were very evenly matched for pretty much the entire seed. Like, I can't say, Ferran, if you've noticed it, please let me know. But I mean, both of you were doing just fine. Ease, like both of you found Betty, you found the ladder early, like any key out of 1. Yes, you had that horrible blue Wizrobe room, which, you know, they can just go over there and die. Because, yeah, that room was terrible. And
I
all
knew
of
when
your
I went back without a potion that it was a mistake, and I don't know why I did it. And then I didn't have bombs, and so I started spending a ton of time trying to build a count. That's when I sort of went on tilt. That was pretty bad, that part.
Yeah,
And
I
we
think that was probably the moment. Just putting all of those resources into that blue Wizrobe room just to fall slightly short, and then left with nothing. No currency, no bombs, just minimal health at that point. I think that scrambling to try to get that stuff back, I think, is where Bogie started to pull ahead, and then it was just the gamble of, are the silvers in 9? I mean, I would have thought they were in 8 too. I was on meta gaming with you on that one, but no, Bogie found him and then went to took 3 tries to take out Ganon.
Yeah.
Green tunic, no potion, 3 hearts. It's just a matter of trying to get that stun lock on.
Yeah, Bogey's too good to take too many tries to get Ganon down.
Well, speaking of hat trick bogey, GG's to you.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, the spawn I got was like the vanilla fight so, against Ganon. So I was like, I know this one, like the back of my hand. So yeah, I was glad to get that the 3rd time in. Yeah, GG's pony. It was a tough
GG,
one.
Bogey. Well done.
Thanks.
It was a fun, gentle seed. I mean, you got lots of money. You know, you weren't really resource starved particularly, except the bomb prices were gross.
Yeah, I don't think I bought a bomb pack. Yeah, having the bow on as the Armos item was huge. Yeah, I put off doing some levels until I got some more weapons under my belt, and I was glad to find level 7 early with that with the ladder in there. That was very helpful, I think.
Yeah, Fran was talking about the blue Wizrobe room in level 1. Or was it 2? Where the heck was it?
Yes, both.
Yeah, there was one in both,
Well,
but also you needed to do.
one that actually had to try for. It just happened. I already forgot. Good lord. But yeah, that's, as Fran noted, that was kind of the turning point, because you did some excellent pause strats in that room.
Yeah, thanks. I had a very long pause strat, dad percent right before I got to that room. I'm like, all right, I'm going to collect my thoughts and go into that room. But yeah, I was able to place some decent bombs in there, and I did panic towards the end. And like, I'm going to get bopped and lose this, but was able to pull through with, I think, 1 or 3 hearts. So glad I got that on the first try. I was in that room, obviously much earlier with 1 heart and 8 bombs. I'm like, there's just no way I'm going to even attempt to do this. So I just noped out of that room, and I'm like, I'll save this to the very end. Hopefully I could find a ring or potion. And of course, when I went back, I had neither, but that's the game.
They had the skill set, and sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, and I think outside of that, I was just panicked because I did leave 1 item in 7, the floor item, and then 1 stair item in 8. But it was a 50-50 shot at that point that silvers would be in 9. I was just hoping that I'd have a book at some point along the way so that I could know whether or not silvers were definitely there. Yeah, luckily found the silvers. Probably cleared 3/4 of that 9, but was happy to find them, and it just took a few tries to finally get the stun lock, and that's all she wrote.
Unfortunately, nobody will ever know. None of you found the book, and
Yep.
Oh well.
And I definitely am not going to go play that seed again. So
It wasn't that bad.
it wasn't too bad. Did get trolled by the Wizrobes a couple times. I know I walked into that. I forget which room I walked into, and I just got beamed right away and died. I'm like, oh, that was pleasant.
Now, unfortunately, I know you mentioned it. I didn't really have to yell at you too much this seed, though.
Darn it.
So next time, make poorer choices.
Okay, I will try to do so. Yeah, thank you for doing comms and Farhan, and was it Smile Fire's doing tracking or the restream
Imagine Sleep.
or Imagine Sleep. So thank you all for doing it. It's amazing that there's 10 races on. So I'm gonna actually cut short and go watch some other amazing races because there's so much content on right now. It's phenomenal. So thank you all for doing this. And GG's Pony.
GG Bogie.
Let me pull up our schedule so I can see what else we've got going on right now, because Bogie's right, there is still a lot of Zelda action going on right now. Let me see.
Well, yeah, over on Z1 Randomizer, we have Almighty Babino and Shatty. That started a little less than an hour ago. About 40 minutes ago, we had the start of Kathy JD against Dr. J PhD. That's over on SpeedGaming 4. On the main SpeedGaming channel, starting up in about 5 minutes from now, we have Brewers Fan JP against Sci-Town. And then right here on SpeedGaming 3, in a little over an hour from now, we have Chaos Finale and PDX Rex. And that'll be, right at midnight Eastern, or at least a little before, as it says here, 23:59. So, a lot still going on with Zelda here tonight.
That is most awesome. But, Farron, do you have any words before we want to end this broadcast tonight?
Thank you all for tuning in. I have nothing funny or fancy or otherwise. Thank you for letting me in on this here. Glad I was able to help entertain and hopefully inform a little bit, and looking forward to doing more. And Boof and Boom, it was a pleasure commentating with you. It feels like it's been way too long since the last time.
Very
We'll
much
try not
so.
to make it as long for next time.
Promises. And thank you to Imagine Sleep for being a most excellent tracker for us tonight. And as always, Bogie Smalls and Potato Pony showing us exactly how you do Zelda the right way, so please give them a follow. And I think that'll just about do it. So everybody go on to those other speed gaming channels and support our runners, give them lots of love, and we will see you next time.